What's poppin', friends? It's Tuesday, and that means it's Tagalog Tuesday! And today we're going to be learning about something that's a little bit more foundational, which means it matters, because today we're learning about pronouns. So if you weren't even paying attention in English, pronouns are like me, you, he, she, they, them, these, none. And of course, these are important because we need to know who we're speaking about, right? So I'm going to pop these things on the screen right now, and I want you guys to screenshot these and ReMeMoRiZe them. So me or I is ako, you would be ka or ikaw depending on how it's used, he or she would be siya, and they would be sila. So let's use them in a sentence. So for instance, maganda means beautiful. So in order to say he or she is beautiful, you can say maganda siya. Or for instance, say you just got done with the gym and you get home and you're like, mabaho ako, which is like, I'm stanky. Again, that's mabaho ako. Or say for instance, you're trying to study for a test and your friend is being too loud. You could say, maingay ka, you're so noisy, you're loud, shut up. And again, that is maingay, which is loud or noisy. Or if you remember in our series, we talked about gutom, which means hungry. Say you're already a nanay and you're trying to use the get out of jail free card, meaning you're trying to leave this function ASAP. You could say, oh my gosh, look at the time. Seems like I gotta go because my kids, gutom sila, they're hungry. And in all of these examples, I want to point out that the pronoun always comes after the adjective. And it's the same case in a verb as well. In our last Tagalog Tuesday, I said, nagluluto ako, which is I'm cooking. So nagluluto would have been in the verb, and ako, of course, is the pronoun. So you could change that same phrase into nagluluto siya, like she's cooking, nagluluto sila, they're cooking. But pronouns are a good thing to memorize, so that way you always know who people are talking about. And here's a little fun fact for you today. So for those of you guys that are always so rude whenever a Filipino makes the mistake of saying he or she, say your mom's talking about your sister and she accidentally said he's ugly instead of she's ugly. That's because if you noticed, siya is gender neutral, which is why when native Tagalog speakers speak English, sometimes they might get it flipped. So don't forget to check out helakulit.com for all of your helakulit gear. And I will see you friends next week.